morning by inviting all the kids who want to come up and have a seat down front. So, everybody, well, I won't limit what kids want to come down, big kids, little kids, adult kids, whatever. Since it's family day and all, you listen. How are y'all? Good. Now, let me ask a question. If I could help one of you be the, if not a better version of yourself, the best version of yourself, how many of y'all would be interested in that? Show of hands. Who's willing to give it a shot this morning? Parker. Come on up. There's only one hand left up, sir. Parker, what's something you wish was better about you? What's something you would want to improve? I'm not saying it's bad, but just saying pick something.
Wish I was taller,
Do you maybe wish you were just a little bit smarter? Okay. We're going to work on that. Might hurt a little. Don't feel it. It's going to hurt a lot. You took care of that. What else? You wish you were nicer sometimes? That means a kind heart, so hold still. All right. Took care of that. What else?
You want to be taller. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Well, that means we got to take some out of your legs and insert some things. Just hold it. You got to do the other side. Anything else? You wish you could listen better? Yeah, me too. Yeah, these other years, otherwise I'm going to listen better. Anything else? You good to go? All right, have a seat. Thank you. Parker was great. Now, what's something that you all are good at? Okay, sports, any particular sport, Parker? Which one? Soccer, basketball? Soccer. What position do you like best? Goalie. Now, did you just put on a pair of goalie gloves one day and just be awesome? What did it take? Practice, hard work. What about anybody else? Macy and Lexi? You like to sing. Did you just jump up there this morning and sing like that? Or did you practice some? Practice. You listened to those songs a lot, didn't you? So you could memorize them without looking at the screen and reading. No? Anybody else? Things you're good at? Have you? Basketball. So did you just pick up the ball one day and put it through the hoop like it was nothing? No, what did you have to do? Practice. So whether it's something we like to do that we're good at, like sports or music, that takes practice. Well, so does anything else we want to get better at. And sometimes it's not about what we do, like going out and practicing. Sometimes it's about letting God do His work and chisel away at some of the things in our life. And what we're going to do now is we're going to watch a video. Y'all can stay, because you've got a close-up seat as long as you can see the thing. And see what it means when we read in the Bible that we're God's handiwork. Okay? your seats with your families. I want you to remember what Tommy said, okay, that in addition to all the grown-ups here, you guys are God's masterpieces. Precious works of art. Okay, please. Shaping and building you better and better every day, okay? I'll go back, not so before you here, after church and bring these checks he gave us. And you come up here, you go back to your seat, okay? I know that was long. Hope nobody came expecting somebody to get up and talk and saw a video instead, but I did that for 2 reasons. Couple reasons. One, I'm losing my voice, so it's nice to have a little help and a little break today. 2, I probably watch that video a couple times a year. I need the reminder. I get teary when I watch it because I think it applies to all of us. That we have those pockets in time where life's hard and we judge ourselves by those hard times. We can easily fall into the trap of thinking that we're junk. We're defective and something's wrong. It's not true. And thirdly, I was inspired because I had a conversation similar to this with someone in the hospital this week who told me they were a Christian but felt like they were junk. So I shared this video and verse with me. Ephesians 2:10. He referenced it in the video. Other than that, we'll be reading primarily out of Hebrews today, but Ephesians 2:10 reads, "For we are God's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." Meaning that He's got the blueprint already set up. He's got the design for us prepared. Just to go with what we were saying before communion as well, He made a way. And then it's up to us. As kids, I know we grow up believing in magic, that things just happen. And the reality is that's not what it is. It's surrendering. It's sometimes painful to let God use His tools to make us who He wants us to be. So we'll be mainly reading out of Hebrews 12 today. And first point I want to get across to everybody this morning is God has a plan for you. Hebrews 12:1 reads, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us." Paul loves in sports as a metaphor, talking about our life as a race. And I think of, when I read this, I think of a couple of years ago when Brian and I went up to Johnson, and they had a 5K in memory of one of the guys that he graduated with that died on the mission field. His family organized it, and when we got there, we were told that Brent Brewer, the missions director and cross-country coach, outlined this course for this 3-mile run. And before that, the only one I had ever done was one Ray and Carla hosted track, which was all flat. This had us, if you've ever been to the campus, a circle when you drive in, up a hill, around and down a hill, and then the driveway going out, dips some, and has some incline and decline, and then put us out on the cow field, outside of the soccer and baseball stadiums, and through a little creek that you almost couldn't avoid stepping in at some point, up the side of a mountain about like that, which I saved my walk for, sure, back down, and finally back around down to where we started. And he designed the course knowing that there was going to be difficulties. And he told us, he said, just fair warning. He especially mentioned the hillside climb. And it would have been easy. I mean, if they wouldn't have had people out there to look and go, I think I can cut across this field, shave a few minutes off, maybe take a little extra break, and they'll never know the difference. And there's been stories before of people who do that in giant marathons, who try to take shortcuts. And they always get caught. The sin that so easily entangles. God has a plan for us. My favorite parts of what I do, and one of the reasons I wanted school counseling instead of what I'm doing now originally, because a big part of that job is helping people figure out what they want to do with their life. What is the plan? And we make our own plans. God tells us that in the Bible too. But it works out the best for us when our plans are in line with His, when we surrender our plans to Him and let Him guide. So He has a plan for us, and He has an example for us. Hebrews 12, 2 through 4. Let us fix our eyes on Jesus, author and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy set before Him endured the cross, scorning its shame, sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Consider Him who endured such opposition from sinful men, so that you will not grow weary and lose heart. In your struggle against sin, you have not yet resisted to the point of shedding your blood. So just like Tommy was trying to do when God was working on chiseling away at the sin in his life, you don't understand. Excuse me? And God's going to try. I made you. My son came and experienced the thing you could have gone through to the point that he gave his life. What are you struggling with? So when we get to that point where we think no one understands, He does. When I have clients that come in to say things like that, if I know their Christian faith, I will, if they don't know of it already, I'll advise them to listen to a song by Jeremy Camp. He knows, because the point of that song is whatever you're struggling with, whatever you're going through, He knows. He's been through it all already. So you have somebody who understands. You have an example of perseverance in Jesus. Thirdly, God has encouragement for you. Verses 5 through 7. And you have forgotten that word of encouragement that addresses you as sons. My son, do not make light of the Lord's discipline. Do not lose heart when He rebukes you, because the Lord disciplines those He loves. He punishes everyone He accepts as a son. Endure hardship as discipline. God is treating you as sons. But what son is not disciplined by his father? Or substitute the word child there to make it a broad application to everyone, not just guys. The line, when Eddie was playing God, he said, "This hurts me more than it hurts you." And I talk with other parents who do what I do, and parents who come to me for help, and some of them are tearful, maybe because their child has been through a terrible trauma, or they're doing it by themselves, they feel, and the other parent left. And they go, "I just feel so guilty. I don't want to punish them. I want them to have a good life. I feel like if we discipline them, then it hurts them, and I don't want to hurt them any more than they already have been hurt. And the only analogy I can use there is, if they were going to be headed for something dangerous, would you stop them, or would you let them run into something more dangerous? If you grab them by the arm or wrap them around the ankle, maybe they'll trip and fall, or they'll, have a bruise, but they're not going to incur any worse injuries. So we have the encouragement of God, that as parents that God disciplines, to help us to know that that's His plan, is not just to let things go all the time, but provide discipline because we love our children, and that when we feel like we're being hurt, that God is smiting us or turning His back on us. It could be that He has His hammer and His chisel out and He's working on cutting things out of our life that we want but we don't need. Fourthly, God has a harvest for you. Going down to verses 10 and 11. Our Father disciplined us for a little while as they thought best. But God disciplines us for our good, that we may share in His holiness. No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it. My grandfather farmed on a small scale. I've known and met some folks who farmed on a large scale, and when they talk about the harvest time, it's hard work. They almost seem like they're in anguish because there's maybe some disappointment if some crops didn't turn out the way they thought. There's also some joy, and you can't have that joy, reap the benefits of the harvest if you don't do the work. And the work there is, for God has disciplined us using His tools to chisel sin out of our lives, and for us we have to allow it. We can be like Tommy and go, hey, it's too close. I don't want you to see that. Leave that right where it is. But that's us being in control, trying to take that from God. So we have the promise from God. We will surrender that control and allow Him to chisel. Not only will we see an original masterpiece of His, but so will everyone around us. And when they see Jesus instead of us, that's when the church grows. That's when people know that God is real. We can be Jesus to the people around us, but we have to let God do His work. As we prepare for communion, or not communion, excuse me, visitation, remember that we are like a poem or a painting or a sculpture, any piece of art. That art is a very broad field, it's very different. There's so many different pieces, so many different ways that it can be done. And we want people to see God's handiwork. But if you're just recognizing that, if you haven't felt that way before until today. You haven't let God even pick up His chisel and hammer and start to chip away at some of the sin in your life. If you're ready for that,